YouTubers. Today I'm reviewing Pat Troughton's first ever story as the Doctor, which is, no, I won't bother with that, Power of the Daleks. So, I want this to be a quick review. So, first note is that it's a missing story. I think that's quite a big shame, because I think it's a very good story. It's not the best, but it's very good. So at this point, nobody knew what regeneration was, or renewal at the time. And of course now we know that it's when a Time Lord gets every cell in his body to change and make it look completely different, making the character different and his behaviour different and his speech different and all sort and everything. So yeah, and I think a certain type of fish can do that as well, if I remember rightly. So I mentioned in the Three Doctors that the second Doctor, tried playing the recorder so much, but you just can't get the hang of it. And it is very similar in Power of the Daleks. And he still believes he can play it. And obviously nowadays, all of the Doctors after regeneration have a post-regeneration crisis when they go mental. But Troughton didn't do this because it wasn't written into the script. So there's little kind of nods to many of the previous episodes, like Marco Polo with the the 500-year-old diary, and in An Unearthly Child, the Doctor has a diary. It's never said if that's the 500-year-old diary. I assume that it is, but I don't know about anyone else. There was a link to Marco Polo saying that the Doctor met Marco Polo once or something like that. I haven't tried to watch Marco Polo in detail before. I've watched the 30-minute thing on The Edge of Destruction, but that's as far as I've gone. So, and then of course Lesterson in this story is a very similar character to Henry Van Staten in Dalek in 2005, in a way that they both want the Dalek to survive. Talking of Daleks, this Dalek colour scheme is my favourite. Just the silver and blue, I really do adore it. And it is at the front of my poster over there. Hang on. Up there. There we go. So yeah, I really do adore that colour. And I like the genesis of the Daleks colour as well. So, one problem I did have with the story is it's a 6-parter, and I think it could have been put into 4, just like Sea Devils, because it really does kind of drag, especially in part 1 and part 2, not so much in part 3 onwards, but in part 1 and 2, not so much the first bit of part 1 when they're in the TARDIS, but from the point where they leave, it kind of drags, or starts to drag. So yeah, and the acting from Troughton, I mean, he was brilliant at acting in this story, but there was a couple of lines that he said, and I think he was a bit OTT with them, which is a bit disappointing, seeing as he's my fourth favourite Doctor. So yeah, overall, I've put here that I've rated it 7 out of 10. And no offence to the writer, who is David Whittaker, but I think I'm going to move it down to 6 out of 10. I just feel like it's more worth a 6 than a 7. So yeah, next time I'm reviewing Utopia, The Sound of Drums and The Last of the Time Lords, which I have already watched, and I'm starting to write my one of these on it. And speaking of these, you can download these off the internet on my Facebook page, which will be put in the description. Just here with me, I've got Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead, The Three Doctors, Planet of the Spiders, and Power of the Daleks. And you would notice that I'm with one of these ever since one of my past reviews. I can't remember what it was. Love and Monsters, I think it was. Well, I started properly doing the notes. So yeah, you can download these off the internet if you want to see what I've actually put in them. Just go onto my Facebook page, which, like I said, will be in the description, and ask to join the group. I think it's an open group, but I'm not certain, so I think you can go on it and download things without asking to be in the group, but I'm not certain. It might be a closed group, so you might have to wait for my permission, but I'm not certain. So yeah, thanks for watching this review, guys. I'll see you next time.